Welcome to Sports Roundup on this Sunday afternoon, September the 14th, 2014. Good afternoon and good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. Here's what's happening in the world of sports. We're going to start it off at TCF Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where the New England Patriots are looking to bounce back from that tough loss to the Miami Dolphins last week. And the Patriots took on the Vikings, and the Vikings get on the board first on a Madden sees a 25-yard pass by Matt Castle to make it 7-0 in favor of the Vikings here. But the turning point of the game came when Devin McCourty picked off a Matt Castle pass and almost took in the end zone. And that's when the Patriots took over from there. A couple of seconds later, Straven literally punches it from a yard, and it's tied at 7-7 apiece for one quarter here. And then Gus Cassidy kicks a 40-yard field goal to make it 10-7 Patriots for one. And then Julian Edelman, a 9-yard pass from Tom Brady, and it was 17-7 in favor of the Patriots here. And then Chandler Jones blocks a field goal and takes it 58 yards for a touchdown. 24-7 Patriots at halftime. And then the Patriots got a pair of Steven Gostkowski field goals, one from 47 and another one from 27 yards here. Here's the New England Patriots improved their record to 1-1 in the season with a 30-7 victory over the Minnesota Vikings here, as Tom Brady throws for 15 for 22 yards. 15 for 22 for 149 yards. One touchdown here. And Matt Castle, 19 for 36. He picked off 4 times and 22 yards, 1 touchdown. Next up for the Patriots, they will be taking on the Oakland Raiders in a home opener at Gillette Stadium next Sunday. How about those Patriots? They learned from their mistakes in the Miami game, and they got the victory, and now they're looking good at 1-1 here. Let's take a look at other scores around the NFL here. It is Buffalo over Miami, 29-10. Carolina over Detroit, 24-7. Cincinnati over Atlanta, 24-10. Cleveland Browns holding up the New Orleans Saints on a field goal at the final play of the game to defeat the Saints, 26-24. Arizona Cardinals over the New York Giants, 25-14. Dallas Cowboys over the Tennessee Titans, 26-10. Washington Redskins, despite losing RG3 to an ankle injury, roll over the Jacksonville Jaguars, 41-10. San Diego leading Seattle Seahawks at halftime, 20-14. Broncos lead the Kansas City Chiefs, 14-10. St. Louis and Tampa Bay suspended due to lightning in the Tampa Bay area here. New York Giants over the Green Bay Packers, 21-3, and Houston Texans over the Oakland Raiders, 17-0 here. Okay, let's take a look at baseball here, where the Boston Red Sox are looking to take 3 out of 4 from the Kansas City Royals at Kauffman Stadium here, and didn't look so good in the bottom of the second inning. That's when Eric Hosmer homers on a fly ball to center field, and Alex Gordon scores. Salvador Perez scores, and Hosmer scores, and it was 3-0 in favor of the Royals here, and then Jared Dyson grounds out to second baseman Mookie Betts to first baseman Alan Craig, and Omar Infante scores, and Mac Moustakas at second base. 4-0 in favor of the Kansas City Royals there. And then Xander Bogaerts homers on a fly ball to left field, and David Ross scores, and Mookie Betts scores, and the Red Sox cut the Royals lead to 4-3. And then top of the 6th, Daniel Navas hits a grand slam to right field as Navas scores, Mookie Betts scores, Xander Bogaerts scores, and Eunice Cespedes scores as the Red Sox take a 7-4 lead. And then Xander Bogaerts out of side to center fielder Jared Dyson, and David Ross scores, and the top of the 7th is the Boston Red Sox take 3 out of 4 from the Kansas City Royals with an 8-4 victory as they improve their record to 6-16 for the season. As Joe Kelly bound through a rough second inning, pitched very strongly here as he had 16 pitch, gave up 5 hits, gave up 4 runs, struck out 3, and batted balls with 2. And Jason Vargas gets the loss. He falls to 11-9 season, while Joe Kill improves the record of 4-4 season. Next up, Friday. Red Sox, they will be traveling to the Steel City of Pittsburgh for a 3-game series against the Pittsburgh Pirates here, with Anthony Ronaldo on mound for the Red Sox on Tuesday, and Vince Wesley on mound for the Pirates here. Okay, take a look at how the scores round and made to the bottom of the 7th. Texas Rangers over the Atlanta Braves, 10-1. Top of the 6th, Houston Astros lead the Los Angeles Angels, 5-0 in the top of the 6th. Bottom of the 5th, Los Angeles Dodgers lead the San Francisco Giants, 2-1. Bottom of the 5th, Oakland A's lead the Seattle Mariners, 1-0 here. Top of the 5th, Arizona Diamondbacks lead the San Diego Padres, 5-4. New York Yankees and Baltimore Orioles will square up on Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN at 8 o'clock. Final in 10 innings, Tampa Bay edging out Toronto 6-5. Detroit over Cleveland 6-4. Washington Vikings New York Mets 3-0. Pittsburgh over Chicago Cubs 7-3. Miami over Philadelphia Phillies 5-4. And Milwaukee over Cincinnati 9-2. Minnesota edging out Chicago White Sox 6-4. And St. Louis over Colorado 4-1 here. Take a look at standings in the Major League Baseball so far. There they stand here. Baltimore Orioles have a Baltimore Orioles have a comfortable 11-game lead on the Toronto Blue Jays for first place in the American League East over the Toronto Blue Jays, and New York Yankees 11.5 games behind the Orioles, with the Orioles magic number to clinch the American League East is 4 games here. And Detroit Tigers have a 1.5 game lead on the Kansas City Royals for first place in the American League Central. And in the American League West, Los Angeles Angels winning away with the American League West, 11 games ahead of the Oakland A's for first place in the American League West. And in the National League East, Washington Nationals have a 10-game lead on Atlanta Braves for first place in the National League East. St. Louis Cardinals have a 3.5 game lead on the Pittsburgh Pirates for first place in the National League Central, and Los Angeles Dodgers a 2-game lead on the San Francisco Giants for first place in the National League West. And the playoffs will start today here. Baltimore will be getting the 2 seed. Los Angeles Angels the 1 seed, and straight the 3 seed. And Kansas City and Oakland will be in the wild card playoff for the right to meet the Los Angeles Angels for first place in the American League playoffs here. And Washington Nationals got first place, 1 seed in the National League East. LA Dodgers are the 2 seed, and St. Louis Cardinals the 3 seed here. And Pittsburgh and San Francisco will be in the wild card playoffs for the right to meet Washington Nationals in the divisional playoffs here. Okay, take a look at PGA Golf here in the Tour Championship down in the East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta, Georgia. Billy Horschel, a 1-stroke lead over Jim Furyk for first place in the final round of the Tour Championship here. And let's take a look at sports news here on this Sunday evening here. And the Cleveland Browns beat the Nonsense in the last second kick, 26-24 here. In Madrid, the USA took the FIBA World Cup Championship in decisive fashion as they defeat Serbia 129-92. A potentially devastating injury for quarterback Robert Griffin III overshadowed an action-packed performance in the first victory for the season of the Washington Redskins on Sunday. After his win over Marcus Madonna, Floyd Mayweather Jr. hints that he's willing to fight. Finally, Manny Pacquiao. AP 25 college football poll on Coach's College Football Poll shows FSU is still number 1. Cody Latimer dropped 1 pass in the last 1 season and 1 in the 19 targets. At Indiana, he can perform acrobatic dunks to wrestle footballs away from defenders. And that is MLS final 1-1 tie between the Los Angeles Galaxy and San Jose Earthquakes. And that is going to be it for the Sports Roundup on this Sunday evening, September 14th, 2014. I'm PJ Wisby. I hope you have a good evening, and I will see you tomorrow night. Have a good evening.